The cry of a baby is never a pleasant sound to the ears of the mother. Jodi Picoult, an American writer, once said the best place to cry is on a mother's arm. Babies cry for many reasons, because they feel hungry, unsettled, wet, or uncomfortable. Let's talk about hunger, but the severe kind known as Severe Acute Malnutrition, SAM. This is the story of Praise Sunday and her triplets.
When they were 5 months, I noticed it when they were 5 months. Let's say from 3 months to 4 months, they started sitting down. They were doing well. Then at a point, when they were 5 months, this particular one, the last one, Precious, she couldn't sit again. If I sit her down, she would fall from the back. I became scared. I took her to the hospital because some of my family members, they were saying that whether she's crippled, they were saying different things. So when I took her to hospital, they now looked at her, look at the color of her hair, look at her, and they now asked me, oh, how about their feeding? And I said, this is it, this is it. My husband didn't have job. Me, myself, I graduated. There's no job, there's no work. That we are managing, we are feeding from hand to mouth. That it has not been easy, and I have other children. So they now noticed that it was malnutrition. From there, they started giving us that RETF.
Praise Sunday is a 35-year-old mother of 6. She has a degree in chemistry education with hopes of getting a well-paying job using her education. Her triplets, who are 2 years and 8 months old, were diagnosed with malnutrition at the age of 5 months.
I was giving them anything I have, or pap, anything. Even
from month 1, from when they were giving birth?
No, from month 1, we were giving them milk, baby milk. We were giving them a mixture with breast, but from 3 to 4 months, I introduced pap. I added pap to it so that I can carry them.
Severe acute malnutrition, SAM, or severe wasting, occurs when a child's weight drops to such a low level they are at risk of dying. UNICEF reports shows that an estimated 2 million children in Nigeria suffer from severe acute malnutrition, but only 2 out of every 10 children affected is currently reached with treatment. In 2009, UNICEF, with the support of Valid International, launched a community-based management of acute malnutrition (CMAM) pilot program in Kebbi and Gombe State. Community-based management of acute malnutrition (CMAM) is a crucial approach to achieving widespread, effective coverage and treatment of all children with severe acute malnutrition in Nigeria. I didn't go all the way to Kebbi or Gombe State. I went to Kwali, an area council in the Federal Capital Territory. First stop was one of the CMAM centers in the area council.
This is still 2021?
Yes, this is 2021.
Investigations there revealed that funding for the provision of the ready-to-use therapeutic food (RUTF) is no longer available. The most common RUTFs are made of 4 ingredients: sugar, dried skimmed milk, oil, and vitamin and mineral supplement. The hospital then set into motion to produce its own, which costs about 1,200 naira per gallon, but poverty is a leading cause of malnutrition. My source at the center stated how difficult it is for parents of these malnourished children to afford treatment.
I said the major problem is
funds to continue the treatment.
Yes, most of them cannot afford. If they have 1,000 naira to be spending daily for feeding the child, definitely they can't be in the hospital for malnutrition. So that is the major challenge.
Over the phone, Chief Medical Director (CMD) of Kwali General Hospital, Dr. Halima Lawal Bello, described the situation at the General Hospital.
The patients will come and after some treatment and everything, or operations or things like that, they'll just disappear from the hospital. And they have different tactics and tricks of how they leave the hospital. So, but there's not as much anyway as it used to be before, because we have some measures in place of checking and such things. And then when those that actually show themselves that it's really bad, sometimes within the hospital will make contributions for them, sometimes the social welfare help in getting their release, things like that. But we still have one or two that against medical advice, that's LAMA, some are discharged against medical advice, while some even just find ways and tricks to leave the hospital without paying the hospital bills.
This is also the case for 20-year-old Precious. Precious, who couldn't continue her education after the death of her mother, is hopeful of going back to school someday so she can continue learning her favorite subject, mathematics. But for now, she has to face the challenge in front of her 2-year-old that is unable to walk because she has been diagnosed with malnutrition.
The baby that day, her face no dey normal, the face can't dey up. Now can't carry am, go rush and go hospital.
So as you reach hospital, wetin they can't talk?
They can't treat and say the baby no get drip body, and they can't put drip for her. That is the first day. The second day, he can't take. I can't rush, and the way they do her body, I can't rush and go again. Because she no get blood for body. That is for night be that, around that 9 o'clock.
Precious, who stays in a community that has a 10-minute drive to the clinic, says it costs her 300 naira for each trip to and from the clinic. But this she cannot afford.
So why they go to the hospital again?
Sometimes they get money for transport. And if I go this one where near us, they will see it don't finish.
Which days?
Get one hospital where they near us, another hospital where near us. If I go there, they will say it don't finish. Get one mama where go there that day, they say it don't finish. If I go there, they will say it don't finish. I don't know how to tell now. They go again.
How does a mother cope after she is told her child is malnourished? Praise Sunday, or Mama Triplets, as we termed her, describes her trauma.
I feel very bad. I feel very, very disappointed in myself that I'll bring children to the world without proper care. And I also feel bad. I tell God, why did you give me responsibility that is above me? There were times that my husband almost committed suicide. Luckily, I was feeling it that he was somehow depressed and segregating himself from me. And I told him, what is the problem? He said, this is how he has been feeling. That he has been feeling to run away or to go and commit suicide. I said, no, you don't need to do all of that. I am here for you. Anyhow, we will manage it.
CMD Lawal suggests that empowerment can help give mothers a chance to fight for the health of their children.
If they have something doing, they can afford one or two bills, hospital bills, without having to wait for anyone to come. So if they have something doing, because sometimes when the women come, those that are having, maybe they are farming or they have one or two things doing, they are able to afford their medications or one or two bills, hospital bills. So it's encouraging for women to have a few minor jobs they can do to get things to maintain themselves.
Before I left Kwali Area Council, I paid a visit to the Esu of Kwali, His Royal Highness Shaban Audu Nizazo III. The chief's prayers are that government intervenes strongly because, according to him, malnutrition is a crisis.
We don't just take people to the hospital and then treat them for whatever ailment they have. No, there must be also some community talks on health. In this case, the people need to know what malnutrition is, what they can do. Government cannot do everything for everybody. But then government should intervene wherever it's necessary. In a situation where you have a high rate of malnutrition, government has to make sure that this is an emergency. If we cannot determine what emergency situations are, then there is no way government can intervene. In this your analysis, it shows that the government needs to intervene because it's a crisis period. We just have to do that as government. We don't have to wait and say government cannot do. No. In crisis situations, government must come in.
But the issue did not put it all on government. He pointed out that knowledge holds a great key to empowerment, calling for all hands to be on deck.
What little effort they can put to ensure that there is a balanced diet in their communities. These are very essential. Information, knowledge. If you sit without all these things, there is no way you can help yourselves. So it's going to be as if two hands are going to tie a knot. If you use one hand, the knot may not tie. So the community and the government must have to cooperate. There must be a synergy so that we really take care of the issue we're discussing.
UNICEF analysis is that high rates of malnutrition pose significant public health and development challenges for the country. Stunting, in addition to an increased risk of death, is also linked to poor cognitive development, a lowered performance in education, and low productivity in adulthood, all contributing to economic losses estimated to account for as much as 11% of gross domestic product. In 2021, the National Council on Nutrition, chaired by Vice President Yemi Osinbajo, approved a 5-year nutrition action plan. This plan will guide the implementation of interventions and programs against hunger and malnutrition across all sectors in Nigeria. If effectively implemented, the action plan, titled the National Multi-Sectoral Plan of Action for Food and Nutrition 2021 to 2025, will reduce the proportion of people who suffer malnutrition by 50% and increase exclusive breastfeeding rate to 65%. This report was investigated and produced by me, Yechi Nusasitu, for the SAM project sponsored by International Society of Media in Public Health, ISMPH.